So this is the second step of the tutorial of the project models and seeding the identity and project databases. Look and I would like you to take note of these. I have already completed the project. So all I could do was I have tried to split it into various readable named sequential steps like models and seeding. I am just explaining the completed project. Extra effort is requested and no teachers can develop on a live mode. I hope you understand this limitation and therefore let us come to the project. So this is the project we left at the last time. We integrated our JavaScript and CSS files and now we have to integrate our databases. But let me explain what the whole point is. We will have one database for identity. This will store all the user data, the login data, the password, etc. This database has been kept separated from a customer's database. This database stores all the customers, their pricing plans, their validity, their payments, etc. And then there is another database called locations. This will store all the longitude and latitudes traveled by one customer. So let me explain. Each customer is linked to the customer's database. This customer's database has corresponding database. Each customer has his own database for storing his locations. So this is a multi-tenant approach where I will be able to make it very safe, because if data of one customer gets corrupted, the other customers are not affected. If I were to store all this data in one single customer's database, that would be a blunder. Avoid it. Avoid it. Do not do that. Because if you put the data of all the locations in one database, if all the location data is also put in the same database, do not do that, because if something goes wrong with one location or one communication, in that case the entire database will become useless. So I will draw it again. Here we have identity database. This database is for the customers, and each customer, he will have his own database to store his locations. So this is what we are going to do, and let me start by explaining this identity database. This will have its own project context, and I have chosen to put it into an auth area, and I have just added the models folder. I will later on add the pages for password, etc. And in this identity context, this is DB set for identity users. All this is ready made through the package managers that we will add, and in the on configuring we are using SQLite, and databases folder will contain a folder for identity and it will contain the name of the database. So here somewhere this databases folder will be created when we do the seeding just now. So this databases folder, identity folders will be created on seeding when we do in the program.cs file in the same tutorial just now. But let me first come to, so this is the identity, and then I have the models folder. It contains customer data, the customer table. The name identifier will be obtained from the identity database, customer email from the identity database, account creation time, expiry time, the pricing plan, the payments made by the customer. Then this is the device. Each customer has many devices, and the device name, the device pairing code, or the phone number or IMEI code, whatever. And this is the foreign key. So this is your customer database. It has now a table for devices. So one customer, this is table for customers. One customer has a number of devices, and all this is in the customer's database. And each device, let me draw it neatly again. So this is your customer database. It has a customers table, Then this also has a table for devices. Each customer has a number of devices, and this database also has a table for journeys, and each device will have many journeys, and this is the story. So this is the devices table, this is the journeys table. And let me now open the journeys table. This table you can see has a foreign key for the device because a device has a number of journeys. And then this is the locations. I'll come to these in a moment. Payment, each customer has a number of payments, so the customer is a foreign key. Similarly, pricing plan, this again is for the particular customer plan ID, or these are the plans introduced on device quota, days in validity, and each customer, it contains a pricing plan as a foreign key. Then this is the project context. We'll have tables for customers, devices, payments, pricing plans, and journeys. So these are the tables that will be contained in your customers database. And next, let us come to the location. As I told you, each customer has his own database. The location context. So there is a property dbase file. This property will store the ID of the customer, and each customer will have his own file in the database's customers journeys folder. This will be the name of the file, and this location